I can't wait to see what that looks like in reality.
It's going to be so cool. Want to see something else cool? All right, well, it's 4:14, and those are the roads here on I-77 south to Fairlawn. Doesn't look too bad right now. Betsy said, earlier, we're kind of in this hole, this donut hole, where everything is fine for a moment, but get ready for that snow because it could be impacting all of us as we're all going home, including you.
That's right as we're leaving work.
Timing is everything in these instances, most certainly. And there's a lot of areas that are not getting snow right now, but that will be changing as the evening goes on. This will be an equal opportunity coating of snow across northern Ohio. We're not looking for a lot, but it's the timing that's everything. And you can see that snow will be coming down as we go through the evening. Temperatures are cold. We are in the low 20s, so everything that comes down is going to stick. 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. We're really focusing in on that period of time because I think that is when the most impactful snow will be falling because people are out and about doing their Friday thing, and that snow is going to be coming down. We are anticipating some heavier snow rates to come in as the evening goes on. So obviously a little extra time for travel if you have late evening plans especially. For now, this storm system is absolutely impressive. They are having a heck of a time down in the Atlanta area. Hartsfield Airport currently working on a 4-hour delay, and that's even on the optimistic side of things for most. There's a lot of delays and cancellations, but you can see the snow that's kind of coating Ohio right now. Not all of this is hitting the ground. Specifically here in Northeast Ohio, we have very dry air in the lowest levels of the atmosphere, and that takes some time for those snowflakes to be able to humidify, and then we finally start to get the snow that hits the ground. We're probably getting a few light snow showers in Central Lake, northern Geauga County, out to Ashtabula County. This has been an interesting development because the forecast models actually picked up on the snow, starting to kind of pick up over here in the snowbelt areas, even though this is not snow, snowbelt snow. But then farther west, we also have snow that's showing up on the radar. But again, I don't know that all of this is actually hitting the ground. I would love to hear from you folks this evening. If you want to hit me on X or fire an email or any of that, Facebook too, just let me know if you are getting the snow and where you are. That's also kind of an important part of it. And also note the time. But you can see we're starting to see some of these darker purples in here, so that's a little bit more concentrated snow. That's probably going to be able to punch down. On the roads, we have pretty smooth sailing, as you just saw on our live driving picture there. There is one accident to report to you. That is at I-90 westbound. The backup goes all the way to Aviation High School. This has nothing to do with weather, and I think it's got everything to do with Dead Man's Curve, unfortunately. But again, that's in the westbound lanes. So let's talk some impacts. We are not getting a lot of snow out of this, but the timing is tricky for all of your evening plans. So if you're going to go into dinner and sit down, when you come out from dinner, things could be different. So as far as your plans, I'd say carry on. Keep going, do what you got to do. Just know things are going to be slow late this evening, and all these showers will really start to decrease after midnight. Let's get to it in your National Design-Mar hour-by-hour forecast. The snow just kind of spreads over the area and finally filters its way all the way down to the ground. Note that our temperatures are just holding right where they are in the low 20s. We will not see that changing. This is 7 p.m., lots of snow coming down, and it's also pockets of more intense snowfall. This persistent snow will stay with us all the way till midnight, and then it starts to back out. We'll have scattered snow showers late tonight. Then we start to get a little bit more of that lake enhancement going on with a west wind, and that drives the snow out into the primary snowbelt areas. So we're probably going to have a little bit of additional accumulation in the primary snowbelt areas tomorrow, but otherwise I think we have cloudy skies and an occasional flurry coming down. So that's why we're really focused in on this evening more than the rest of it. Then by Sunday, all of that is out of here, and by Sunday afternoon, even the clouds begin to lift out and we get to see a little sunshine. All right, let's break down the snowfall amounts. Just for this evening, through the midnight hour, 1 to 3 inches of snow. That's 1 to 3 inches in a 6-hour period. So that's half-inch per hour snowfall. That's pretty good for us. Those are snowfall rates that ODOT will have trouble to keep up on the roads. I'm just putting that out there. I'm getting ahead of the story because I know people are going to be complaining. The road crews will not be able to keep up all the time throughout the evening. We're going to continue to add scattered snow showers overnight, but it looks like our overall accumulation totals for the entire area anywhere from 2 to 4 inches out of this. And how confident are we on that? Well, I'm going to take you inside the forecast here. We have a number of forecast models that help us kind of parse down, you know, it's kind of like having a different friends telling you what they think is going to happen. So we have our different models listed here, the hour output of the models, and you can see we have multiple lines here that are all together, and then there's this one that's way up here. This is the NAM. We're going to discount that because that is the outlier. We're going to stay with this consensus, and everything is basically shooting into that 1 to 3 range. So that's pretty good consensus, and then it very gradually continues to rise into the day tomorrow. So that's why we're pretty confident of that 2 to 4 inch total accumulation. But that 1 to 3 this evening could be an interesting one. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Notice that the temperatures over the weekend kind of holding here in the upper 20s and low 30s. So all the snow that we get sticks. Monday into Tuesday, that's going to be an interesting one. It's a clipper system that's coming in on Monday. Not a huge one, not going to bring us tons of snow, but it will unleash some cold air, and it will be windy on Tuesday. We're talking sub-zero wind chills on Tuesday. Then lake snow continues Wednesday and Thursday as we start to warm things up by next weekend. And next weekend, that's the next big thing on our radar as far as what could be coming in the forecast. That could be a larger storm system followed by another blast of cold air. So next weekend, we may have something big to talk about. But from now until then, it's more or less winter in the land.
All right, I better go buy a snow shovel. I might need one.
I have to get one too.
You need more than a
garden
snow shovel,
is
I
not going to
think.
cut it.
I might need 2. All right,
Yeah,
Bats.
some help.
Thank you.